ramping up submarine production. It's a priority for the U.S. Navy. The funding and hiring at EB reflects that. More production is also critical for a major international partnership between the U.S., Australia, and the United Kingdom, which are all looking to field new nuclear-powered submarines in the coming years to counter China and Russia.
8,000 new jobs at electric boats facilities in Connecticut and Rhode Island. It's an ambitious goal. One Congressman Joe Courtney says will add to the growth in eastern Connecticut.
It's all good for the region. It's predominantly metal trades in terms of people in welding, electricians, outside machinists.
The new workers will help construct both the existing Virginia-class attack submarines, which are used in conventional conflicts to strike targets at land and sea, and the new Columbia-class, which will carry ballistic missiles with nuclear warheads and replace the aging Ohio-class.
The Ohio subs that they're going to replace are really old, and they really need to keep the schedule moving forward.
Ramping up production of the Virginia boats is of essence, too, because of that three-way agreement between the U.S., U.K., and Australia, called AUKUS. Under the deal, the U.S. intends to sell Australia 3 Virginia subs to help them transition from older diesel power to cutting-edge nuclear propulsion.
Which will help Australia to take on a burden sharing with the U.S. Navy in the Indo-Pacific theatre and deal with future naval threats from China.
That's Luke Akehurst, a member of the UK Parliament who is part of a delegation with colleagues like Amanda Martin, who represents Portsmouth, the historic home of the Royal Navy. AUKUS is a big reason they're visiting Connecticut. The deal will see the American Virginia subs bridge the nuclear gap for Australia, while it works with the UK to develop an entirely new class of submarines for both of their storied fleets to use.
Which we would primarily use in the North Atlantic theatre.
That's typically been where NATO forces track Russian submarines, the American and Royal Navies sailing side by side, linked just as they are by the AUKUS deal.
It's not just about the hardware, it's also about how do we support our people and how do we make sure that those relationships are as good.
And the first sales of those Virginia-class submarines to Australia are expected to be completed sometime in the early 2030s. Meantime, the focus at the Groton shipyard remains making sure production capacity can meet those needs. In the control room tonight, Mike Cerulli, News 8.